Welcome to Carolina Business, and we're extremely honored to be one of the first platforms that had tonight's guest. Ladies and gentlemen, I had the privilege of bringing to you one of the craziest but genius personalities the world has ever seen, tearing the internet up, tearing social media up. Your honesty, Carey DaRealist, AKA the Judge. Welcome to Carolina Business.
What's going on? Thank you, man. Thank you.
Man, listen, as I said, it's an honor. And I see where you're going. We see the vision straight up. So thank you for blessing us with your presence. Now, on this platform, we pride ourselves on handling business and not pulling punches.
Right.
So it's going to be straight raw. And, however you choose to come across, I want you to come across, just handle your business. Straight out the gate, the Judge is one of the most colorful personalities the Carolinas have ever seen. What gave you inspiration to create such a unique persona?
Really and truly, the inspiration came from the people. Like, I tell everybody all the time, the people made me the judge. I just got on Facebook with a wig and, I was being Carey with a wig. But the people made me the judge, man. Like, this is something that they wanted. This is something that they wanted me to do. They wanted me to keep going with it, and I've been keeping it going, and it's going. It's moving it's moving faster.
No doubt.
Than what I thought.
No doubt. The internet has witnessed several courtrooms and judges. What do you feel is the ingredient that separates you from the pack?
I'm natural. I'm not scripted. Like, this is me. This is just me with a wig on. Like, my thoughts are the same. The way my mentality, the way I think it's still gonna be the same with or without that wig. Like, the wig is just, the judge is just the character. So yeah, that's what separates me. A lot of people do a lot of scripted stuff or they try to put on or try to be funny. I'm just being myself. I'm just me.
You being yourself and it's coming across in such a genuine, funny way. I salute you for that. The judge, without a doubt, is the law of the land, and you constantly let everybody know that you the mother judge.
Yeah, that's
And have you ever ran into running, or have you ever had run-ins with the law? Is there anything that you care to elaborate on, or is that something that you might not want to discuss?
Hell no, I've been dealing with the law. I started dealing with the law 3 days after I turned 17. Okay. The age that you can start dealing with the law.
Okay.
I've been to prison. One time I did time from 2010 to 2011. And then I did time from 2018 to 2019.
So you know it when it comes to the law, you know the law well.
Yeah.
So you're able to lay down that gavel with extreme prejudice.
Yeah, I know what's going on.
No doubt, Judge, for real, man. And a lot of people probably didn't know that about you. So when you passing down that sentence, that means you can be definitely fair about what you're saying, and that's
right.
and that's definitely dope. No disrespect intended by this question, but the judge has zero filter.
Right.
Zero. Are there any subjects that you absolutely feel are off limits that you won't touch?
Majority of the time, the only subject that I'm kind of like skeptical about is like life cases. Okay. Because that's something very serious, Right. Even if you do have facts, like I tell people all the time, like, people are full of embarrassment. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the only subject. Other than that, I will talk about it. Don't get me wrong. But like I said, I'll be done thought throughout the backlash, or it's a process that I go through. Like, I have to think about what's gonna come from it, and do I want to accept that? Do I want to be ready for it, or do I even want to deal with it? So, and if I feel like cool, I deal with it because I know that that I know the truth. It is what it is.
No doubt. Have you ever covered a case or said something that you felt was over the top and wish you didn't say it or post it?
I did a case at the Hookah Lounge.
What city was that?
That was here in Columbia, South Carolina.
Okay.
That was here in Columbia, South Carolina. It was Overtop Hookah Lounge on Park Lane. I did a case, and it got a little carried away. It was on live, so it's on, it's on Facebook Live, but I didn't post it on any of my other platforms. It was just something, because first of all, I forgot that the live was still going.
Okay.
So it was really an opportunity for my fans and my supporters to see me get out of character a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which the only reason why I did take it down is because I don't shy away from anything. I'm not ashamed of anything. It's me at the end of the day. That was me. You know, but it is what it is.
No doubt. We definitely see the origins of where you're going with the judge and how you're starting. But do you feel what are the similarities between you and the judge? Or is it the same person, or do you have to morph into the judge?
So I do morph into the judge.
Okay.
The main thing about the judge is the judge has no friends. That's the number one priority of the judge. That's the number one thing that the judge has to always keep in mind. Like, I may know this person for 20 years, but I don't know him while I'm the judge.
No doubt.
Because if I take that and bring the friendship into the judge and into the courtroom, it's gonna be biased or it might be double standard, and I can't do that. I can't choose sides.
Understood.
Yeah.
Understood. So far as building and branding, what lessons about business have you learned so far with the internet or bookings? Have you ran into any trouble, any lessons that you've learned so far?
Lessons that I've learned, people don't like to pay. A lot of people claim that they have it and they don't have it. Or they have it and they don't want to invest in themselves.
Gotcha.
Like, and also, this is for y'all. If you can do as much as you can do by yourself, do it by yourself until you need some help. And if you need help, pray for help and it'll get sent to you.
Judge, speaking of branding, I brought branding up. Do you plan on having merch available or items available with some of your notable catchphrases, or where could fans find some of your merch if you already have some available?
So I am coming out with a shopping catalog with over 100 merch items that can be bought, and I'm getting all that together on my website. Just like I keep telling people, it takes time, especially when you're doing a lot of stuff by yourself. So yeah, it's taking time, but it is certain merchandise that can be ordered. I have a drinking game out that can be ordered through me. I got hoodies out right now. I got tumblers out, and they good tumblers too, stainless steel. They keep your ice for 2 and 3 days. But yeah, man, and I also have a website, www.careycourt.com. Okay, you can reach out to me there. And I also have my booking flyers on all of my social media platforms with my number.
Okay, we definitely gonna post those here. I saw the Funko Pop, I saw the book bag, and a couple other things, man. And those catchphrases are they out of here, man. I just think that it's very entertaining, and it's something that has been missing. Somebody actually speaking the truth, their truth, and putting their voice out there.
Right.
With social media ever so changing, have you ever lost a page or profile due to some of your subject matter? Or do you deal with a lot of people reporting you or reporting your post?
I haven't been getting paid from social media since May.
May of 2024?
May of 2024. And that's from people reporting my page, or maybe because I did a case on them, or, you know, they made a status saying some BS about me, and then I go and say something about them, and they can't take what they dished out. So, yeah, you know. So I tell people, a lot of people, I've just been doing this on the strength of y'all, like, because I want to be loyal to y'all. Like, you know, I can stop it at any time, but why stop something when I know that it's making so many other people happy? But it is coming to a point where I have to be financially stable in order to be happy, to keep y'all happy.
No doubt.
So it's got to progress, or we can't stay in the same spot.
No doubt, no doubt. How does your family and your close friends react to your recent celebrity? Do they support you, or do they feel like, kind of touching on what you just said, do they feel like you should probably find another way to make some money?
They support me to the fullest. I had a meet and greet. All my family was there. My sister, my nieces, my stepsisters, like everybody was there. My mom, my dad, stepmom. They support me to the fullest. They know that I'm the judge. They know this my shit. And it's genuine. You can tell it's genuine. I've always been this way. So when you're always a certain way, it's not really anything for anybody to get used to, but people that don't know you. If that makes any sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
No doubt. Because the judge is an alter ego of sorts, do you fear bumping into people that you covered in court or in a negative light? Do you fear running into them in public?
I don't fear it. Do I think about it? Yeah. I think about it. I think about the outcome of what could happen if I did run into somebody that don't like me and I did a case on them.
The judge often talks about busting a cap. So I know
That's why I think about it.
The judge will definitely protect.
That's why I think about it, because it's not so much so of what's going to happen to me. It's what's going to happen to you for messing with the judge.
I know that's right. What about your core following? How do your fans and your supporters react to seeing you in public? Because a lot of times when you don't have the wig on, even though it's the same face, it might be a little difficult. You're a real clean cut person, and the judge look kind of scruffy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So when I'm in public, the fans, they're just, it's mind blowing to me. That's the only way I can describe it. It's kind of overwhelming, and it's overwhelming in a good way.
Okay.
Only because it's like, wow, like Carey, you went from being Carey, because I was always popular, but it's like you went from being Carey to being the judge. My friends, my old friends called me the judge.
Go ahead, Barry.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. That's Barry White, everybody interrupting the interview, making sure that we hydrated. Appreciate you, my brother.
High quality H2O.
But tonight, this is the judges. All right, back to the questions, man. Appreciate you, B. Judge, it was just one of those things that we wanted to touch on, because you are definitely coming from being a regular person to being a star, and we see mega stardom in your future, and I know it could be kind of touchy to bump into people, and some people are not used to even having people in their space. So a lot of times when people support you or they support your product, they feel like they know you. And we have to understand that sometimes they might be mean mugging when they walk up to you and then crack a big smile and say, "We love you, Judge," or whatever, man.
Right.
We appreciate you, just embracing this celebrity. A lot of courtrooms and court shows have theme music, but it's generally like some corny little instrumental or whatever. But Judge, you actually have your own record, your own theme music. Judge, please tell us how that came about and why did you decide to record a record, letting everybody know that this is your court.
Because the producer of the song he swag on the beat. It's my cousin Cortez. And the writer of the song is Tamira Littlejohn, Beethoven. On the single is featuring Beethoven.
Okay.
So, and she does the background vocals also.
Okay.
I don't know, it just came about like, he called me one day and he was like, "Cuz, like we need to get you a theme song. We need to get you a theme song," because I was already kind of thinking like, yeah, I need some kind of music, but I want it to be groovy. I want it to be me. I want it to be fun. I want it to be energetic, but I also want to tell them like, this is what's going on. This is what you're about to watch. I want to let them know. And once I told him that, I gave him the idea. He came up with the beat. The beat is original. The beat is mine. Nobody else can use it unless they pay me for it. But yeah, I gave her my words, my logos, and she wrote it out, and we hit it. We recorded it.
Judge in the city, I keep that gavel with me. Don't like what I say, get lost, I get with it. Better have receipts before I eat that ass up. The camera don't lie, and the judge won't call your bluff. This Carey court, go Carey. When I let it finish, I'll be ready. This Carey court, go Carey. When I let it finish, I'll be ready. Hey, hold on, this my shit. I'm the judge, this my shit. Sit your hell down, hold this my shit. Do the hell you do, what's up, big eye? Hey, go Carey. And when I let it finish, what's up, you ready? It's Carey court, go Carey.
You talking about monkeys and not And when we recorded it, you know, it's always a pre-recorder where she did it first, so I can hear how the song flow. But it's like when I did it, it was like, okay, this song was really written for you. Like, we could tell that this is written for you.
No doubt. Judge, it's infectious, and it's definitely one of them things that let us know that your brand is for real, Judge. But I'm talking about just as wild as ever. The Judge is definitely untamed, without a doubt. Being a person of the judicial cloth, do you ever find the time, and I know you're busy, but do you ever find the time to give back or go deal with people less fortunate or anything like that in the community?
I do. So I used to work at a retirement home. I always go check on them. I may not post it. I do post it sometimes, but I always go check on them. I got a real soft spot for kids and old people, so I keep in contact with them. And I'm actually doing a Thanksgiving drive this Thanksgiving because I feel like I want to give back to people, you know. And I'm taking donations like socks, gloves, hats, stuff like that. You know, we're going to pass out food, turkey. I think we're doing turkey, mac and cheese, dressing. You know, regular Thanksgiving, traditional Thanksgiving meal.
No doubt. Have you partnered with anybody with that?
That Thanksgiving drive is with Stay Paving, which is dirt off of Columbia, USA.
No doubt. We definitely know dirt and love dirt. No doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah.
How did that come about? How did y'all link up to get it started?
He just reached out to me and like, Judge, I want to do something, and I want to see if you want to get in on it. And I'm all about the community. I'm all about togetherness. Yes, it's a lot of drama in this community, but like I tell them all the time, no matter what y'all do, I still claim y'all because this is where I'm from, and we need to stick together. So like I said, it comes to a point where, yeah, we make everybody happy, we make everybody laugh, but what about the people that don't watch me? What about the people that can't afford a phone to watch me? What about people that just hear about me and they want to know who the judge is and why we haven't seen the judge? And you know, the main reason is because they don't have any resources for technology and nothing like that, but the second reason is because the judge ain't been out the fucking door.
Right.
You got to, if you want the support of the community, you have to give back. That's with anything. You gotta give to get. I don't give a damn. Mm-hmm.
All right. For those living under a rock, how can they locate you on social media? How can they locate you? What platforms are you rolling through right now?
So the easiest place for everybody to reach me is YouTube. As far as watching court cases, it's Carey's Court on YouTube. Facebook is where you'll get more. Facebook and TikTok is where you get a lot of comedy. So Facebook is Your Honesty, Carey DaRealist. When I say DaRealist, that's with a D and an A, not THE. Okay. And TikTok is the Judge Carey on TikTok. I do have an IG. IG is more promotional, business-wise.
Okay. What is your opinion on the role of sexuality in today's entertainment? How do you feel, or have you felt much backlash for the haters being that the judge is seemingly gay, bisexual, or whatever the judge wants to be?
No. I don't get backlash from it because I think I said this on the case the other night. 100 times out of 100, the same people that's backlashing are the same ones that done tried to get with the judge. But we ain't gonna go there. But nah, I'm just open, man. I always been open. So I really never received any backlash when I first came out of messing with dudes. Like, I came out in high school, so, and it was just like, okay. Because for one, I'll whoop your ass. That's just simple as that.
No doubt.
You know, you have to respect me. I'm gonna respect you like a man. I'm gonna respect you like a woman, whatever. You gonna respect me like a man.
No doubt.
My daddy raised a man first. But no, I don't get no backlash from it.
I heard about you through the internet, and the thing that really brought my attention to you is when the Black Lips put together the 20 verses with Woody. When I met you in person, I didn't know who you were without the wig, but when I met you, I just watched the way the room gravitated towards you, and I watched how humble your spirit was. And it's definitely a lot different from the judge, but I just watched the way you interacted with people and your approach to it. It would seem like you would probably have this huge wall around you, but you were in there. You were taking pictures with everybody. Everybody was laughing and smiling, and you broke, I guess, the ice and made everybody feel welcome. How did that come about? How did you get set up for that situation? How were you brought to the table in that 20 versus 1?
Black Lips and Shay reached out to me because I think Black Lip was supposed to host it, but he had heard about me and he'd been watching me for some time or something like that, and he felt like it was an opportunity for the judge. And
in the background, everybody, Mr. Barry White, the troublemaker, told him to tell the truth.
He giving you the nice version. Me and Judge fell out the first time.
yeah, listen, Black Lips fell out with me, y'all. I did not fall out with him. He was mad at me, okay? But yeah, it was an opportunity that he insisted that I take.
No doubt, no doubt.
Being that we represent the same thing. We represent unity. We represent the Carolinas.
Carolina business.
Got motion.
No doubt.
And I took it.
You done did your little thing with these young girls. Now, everybody see what you about to do with these grown women. South Carolina.
Yeah.
Dirty.
What part of South Carolina?
Columbia.
For sure.
With the mother judge.
Okay, Judge.
All right, then.
We know you run the town.
All right, come on, let's do this then.
For sure.
All right, bring first girl out.
Let's get it.
For sure.
I ran with it.
No doubt.
Who with?
Along with GiantSlayers and GiantSlayers and Y Division, we had the privilege of filming it and just watching you guys have fun, and it was amazing. How did you feel about Woody? Like how did you feel working with Woody and working with the girls? How was it? What kind of feeling was it? Did you do anything like that before, and how did it feel to do it?
I've always been an actor since I was little. I was the only elementary student in drama club in high school. So I've always been in a crowd of people. Even in church, I always was the lead singer or, praise and worship team leader or something like that. I'm doing Easter speech or, Christmas time. I got the Christmas speech. So I've always been on the forefront. I've always liked meeting different people. Woody, that's my nigga. Like, me and Woody, you know how when you meet certain people, you're just like, okay, well, I want to know about this person, or what do you like to do? It was like me and Woody been knowing each other for forever, and I like that type of connection. It was very relative. Like,
Guess the frankest, I give you $100.
Girl, you got the meatloaf with the watermelon. You got the whole.
I got the breadcrumb too. Wait, I was already about to walk, cause which way we going?
You know what way you going. He ain't had to ask.
Y'all know which way we going.
Smelling like that, looking like that.
Chill, hoochie.
What?
Chill, hoochie.
I'm a hoochie mama. Ooh.
Say you got breadcrumbs.
Hey, Judge, we ain't in court today. It's the weekend.
I'm just saying. I'm just speaking my mind.
It's my shit, hoochie mama.
You careful. It's
You
cool.
ain't even look at my feet. I thought you was
You ain't
gonna.
get
That's the first thing I looked at.
He ain't guessed the fragrance. It was Valentino.
I'm not your boo.
The next girl.
I'm the judge. Next girl. I love you too, boo. You could be my boo, but I could be your judge. Next girl.
No doubt. I just appreciate being there and seeing the magic, and I know that in the near future you're gonna be getting booked like crazy. This is just our first interview, and I want to make sure that I get a chance to interview you many more times.
Yeah, I'd like to come back with the wig on.
No doubt. Do you feel like? Oh yeah, and also shout out to Pastor Adonis as well from Atlanta. He's in there too.
He's a funny guy too.
Yeah, and I noticed that it seemed like y'all were going back and forth a little bit, like he was getting on your nerves a little bit, but we'll talk about that later.
Woody love y'all. Why you
L's up. Now you know what's going, man. Pastor Adonis, love gang, Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm a judge.
Put your L's up. Put them up higher.
Y'all see this man telling me what to do?
Yeah.
I'm a judge.
I'm the pastor.
Okay,
You're the judge.
Who go first? Judge.
I'm the pastor.
I ain't about to argue with him.
So
What we
who
doing
am I?
today with it? You Woody.
I'm not a convict. I'm not a convict.
No, you're not.
No,
'cause I'm not a judge
delivered.
either.
He
I'm not a
delivered
judge.
you.
They think
With
I'm a
the
judge,
Lord.
but I'm not a judge.
Good. All right.
What's up, about?
Gonna answer the phone while I'm talking.
You just said when you
Go ahead. Go ahead, answer the phone.
You said when you get to that point.
Catch a plane. Catch a plane.
Man, bro, what's up, bro? You need how many, bro? I don't got no oil,
Who
bro.
the hell is he
What you
talking
trying
to?
Diddy
Who
party?
gonna call him when
Come on,
he's
man,
talking
I'm
to the
out of
judge?
here.
A Diddy party. This ain't still about to get. So listen.
The pastor need a healing.
You just say pastor.
I said free the pastor, man.
Oh,
I thought he said.
I like this. Just say pastor. All right, I gotta get back here.
Okay.
All right.
Matter of fact, free the pastor, man. I heard he got into some trouble, got locked up. I don't know. I ain't gonna get into that. But the pastor, you do know, if it hit the internet, my internet, I'm gonna snatch that shit up. I'm gonna snatch it up just like they snatch your ass up to go wherever you at, man. But yeah, free the pastor, man. I love pastor, man. He cool.
No doubt. So what's next for the judge? I mean, I know that you get booked and you got to do your road, be on the road and stuff like that. But what are you planning personally, or what are some things that you have in your head that you want to put out in the near future?
I do have different avenues that I want to take the judge on, other than court. The judge is always gonna be the judge. Whether I'm doing a food show, whether I'm doing a court show, whether I'm doing a TV show, whatever. Because once I put that wig on, I turn into that character. I'm always gonna be funny no matter what I'm doing because it's naturally funny. It's not scripted. So in the near future, I do see myself doing maybe like cooking podcasts or, just a regular podcast where I'm sitting down like I'm talking to you. This something different from court. Because no matter how funny it is, no matter how good it is, no matter how it progresses, people get tired of seeing the same shit. I get tired of doing the same thing, So I want to take it to different avenues and stuff like that. So.
No doubt. Before we wrap this thing up, Judge, we always do a segment where we ask questions just so people can kind of get a clear understanding more so of the person and how they're really rocking.
Okay.
So these particular questions are just random as possible, just to see your reaction to them and see how you coming with it. So question number 1 is drunk or high, Judge? What's Judge's preference, if any?
Reefer. Reefer.
We noticed that the judge partakes in the reefer.
Reefer, yeah.
Do you believe in the statement, keep your enemies close?
I do, to a certain extent. Mm-hmm. I feel like get them the fuck away from me too.
No doubt. If you could somehow radio God and get a conversation, is there anyone that's no longer here on earth that you would probably ask to come back or get a redo with life?
My oldest sister. She died when she was 30, 2006. That's about it. I love my grandma, but my oldest sister.
No doubt.
She should be here. I'm not gonna say she should be here. She's exactly where she should be. I feel like she should be here. Put it like that.
No doubt. Out for that, Judge.
You too. Why would you want to mess with a child that's innocent and helpless to the fact where they sometimes can't even tell what you did to them? I got nieces, I got nephews. That's a zero tolerance. I can't fuck with that, no.
Internet hate.
Fuck them. I gotta put it how it is. Like, it's good. Internet hate is good. It is good because I can go and say black lips, barbecue chicken is nasty as hell. 10 people gonna want to try his chicken to make sure I'm just telling the lie, telling the truth. It's good. It's all good to me. I don't care. You can't hate me if you ain't watching me.
Your honesty, live on TV, what comes to your mind?
When I think about your honesty on TV, I think about my own network. I used to think about being in plays and being in movies and stuff like that, which don't get me wrong, I still think about that, but with the mind that I have, I'm the more that I do this, the more it's like, okay, no, you on some Tyler Perry shit. Like, you can do big things with your mind. Your imagination is a lot.
Judge, you got a wonderful platform. You got a wonderful spirit about you. The Judge is so upbeat and so crazy. We appreciate you coming here and bringing the human side of that person and giving your fans and giving our supporters and our fans the real you. This interview, it was serious. It gave a lot of information about who you are and where you plan on going. Judge, we just want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for doing this one episode for us, because I know it's going to be many. Is there anybody that you want to say, give shout outs to, or, show some love to before we get out of here?
Shout out to my mama. Shout out to my sister. Shout out to my daddy. And also shout out to this black nigga over here, Black Lips.
No doubt.
Not for the Woody 20 versus 1. That has nothing to do with that. Shout out to him for being genuine. He's a genuine man. I don't care how cocky y'all say he is. He got a little mouth on him, but that's little people syndrome. That's my brother. Shout out to Woody.
No doubt. Judge, we appreciate you. For everybody watching, lock in, hit those social medias up, and continue to come back to this page and the pages, and so you can continue to see this content. We standing on nothing but Carolina business. Shout out to our sponsor, Black Lips. Shout out to GiantSlayers. Shout out to Wadi Vision, Ishootvideos / films. And we out of here. Judge, we appreciate you.
Peace.
Yeah, that was a good interview, man. Appreciate you, man. No doubt.